Welcome to Planit Butter, my world, where I hopefully inspire you to build yours by being Intucentric, an immersive experience. Every episode is designed to provoke consciousness through entertaining perspectives and applied Intucentric philosophy, while recorded in a variety of intergalactic locations. As I embody my Intucentric way, you reflect on yours, and together we visit other worlds for occasional guest episodes and learn something cool. I'm Jordan Alexandra Blizzard Planet. This is from my planet to yours. Less of a podcast, more of a variety show, and a very funny approach to a documentary series. Thanks for joining me in Amed, Bali, Indonesia for episode 136, where we are going to discuss the topic of uncertainty. Much like this boat situation, I am uncertain if I am allowed to be sitting on it. I'm in a row of boats here in Bali, and it called me as a set, so here we are. My specialty would be certainty in uncertainty, I would say. And that's the beauty of being Intucentric, practicing being Intucentric. The more we practice being Intucentric, the more certain in uncertainty we become. And I personally think that's a beautiful thing. And hopefully you do too. Here's why. Technically speaking, regardless of what we've invested our time in, what we have committed ourselves to as we move forward, technically, we're actually always uncertain. A lot of society tends to operate in this mindset of what I'll call faux certainty. It's basically these prior commitments, prior plans, prior attachments to outcomes that are not actually guaranteed. And so when we practice being Intucentric, leading with our intuition while prioritizing self-control and self-expression, with the understanding that we are only humans and we are part of something so much larger than just ourselves and humans in general, then we can more likely embrace the adaptation of conscious living in that unknown, with the knowing that we are taking personal responsibility, which Planit Butter defines as the willingness to do more, do less, and pivot what we can control, and therefore trust in ourselves and our world around us, again, matched with trust in the universe. Because when we show up for ourselves, the universe carries us the whole way through. And that's where the certainty comes in uncertainty. Because if we're detached to outcomes, if we are recognizing that we are showing up for the trajectory that we want to invest in, which theoretically would be our ideal selves, then we can be certain in the uncertain. Because we're certain that it's going to be in our best interest. Full stop. And when things are in our best interest, and when we are embodying our role in the universe, which Planit Butter recognizes to be our alignment, which we arrive at and sustain through Planit Butter's 3 core methods: boundaries, confidence, alignment, which we implement through always self-reflecting and self-connecting. We clarify our boundaries in any and every context simply by sitting with ourselves and asking ourselves, what are our boundaries in this situation? And then we respect those boundaries. That leads us into the confident portion. Our confidence, showing up confidently as a result of respecting our boundaries, is what sustains or reconnects with our alignment, our role in the universe. You see how that little cycle just played out? It's a beautiful thing. And the more we cycle through that in every little itty bitty thing, the more Intucentric we become and the more certain we become in uncertainty. I would say at this rate, I'm like a master. I mean, you know, I use that carefully, loosely. I'm really fucking good at being in uncertainty, extreme forms of uncertainty, such as all of my recent episodes with quote unquote homelessness, with my baby bank account, with these magical situations that keep unfolding despite these extreme societal circumstances. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? I know you do. It seems as though I was destined to embody those things for the purposes of getting you guys to listen to this philosophy of Intucentricism. Because the paradox of my embodiment of magic, of trust, of love, and the results that came because of my stubbornness and my perspective, it's really phenomenal. And we're still moving. We'll take a second to read from Intucentric, the latest mixed media chapter book. Oh, cool. Wait, pause. We did a quote unquote random page read unintentionally, and I opened to the chapter 1 + 1 = 8. So I'm going to read you guys this page, and then I'll read you the part that I intended to read. One narcissistic human plus another narcissistic human equals infinite expansion. 1 + 1 = 8. I love to say I preach because I practice, though this section is more of an anticipation. Maybe by the next book, I'll be able to tell you more. He's on his way. Alignment is magic cool. That said, let's romanticize romantic love the way I romanticize life and play with it. My anticipation of romantic love through the lens of Intucentricism. Little note, narcissistic, the definition is self-obsessed in the best interest of all. And magic cool is defined as it is as the uni does. Now, perhaps actually, we flow with this instead of reading the section that I was going to read right now. So if we focus on narcissistic and magic cool, self-obsessed in the best interest of all, and it is as the uni does. When we are narcissistic, in relation to uncertainty, being self-obsessed is literally the most productive thing a person can do. And when we are self-obsessed, the certainty in uncertainty is recognizing that the certainty is within, while the uncertainty is external, without, if you will. I've been navigating the circumstances I've been navigating, as you've witnessed in the last bunch of episodes, and definitely if you've been keeping up on Planit Butter's Instagram, especially for the Instagram subscribers. My self-obsession is the only reason I'm so certain during the chaos around me, because everything that's going on around me, I actually recognize to be carrying me because I'm certain. If I wasn't certain within myself, self-obsessed with myself in this Intucentric way, mind you, being self-obsessed and not being Intucentric will not result in certainty. That results in a whole bunch of other stuff we won't get into, because that's not what this is about. Get a little narcissistic, become more certain. I show you how, I tell you how, get the book. It's really that simple. And then integrate it, obviously. Or implement and integrate. There's a fine line. Implementing results in integration. So if you implement a behavior, a thought, a perspective, whatever, afterwards you integrate it. Because implementation is the action, while the integration is like a processing phase. Then we have magical. It is as the uni does. Now, if we choose to trust the universe while we're taking our personal responsibility and becoming narcissistic, self-obsessed in the best interest of all, we are also cultivating certainty within the self. So as external circumstances inevitably change, our knowing and trust within ourselves to effectively handle the external world, circumstances, changes, remains intact. Certainty in uncertainty. And frankly, I really believe that the more uncertain we become, the more we've transcended our societal conditioning that has not previously resonated with us and have integrated more of what does, and therefore have welcomed newness into our life. And if we equate uncertainty to the unknown, then we are living in our unique unknown. And our unique unknown actually becomes the safest place we can be, the most exciting place we could be. And that brings us to the pages that I was going to intentionally read to you from Off You Go, the very last section of Intucentric. I will read to you. Bum, 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 bum. Here you go. This page. If nature is evolution, how are you nurturing yourself through your nature? Are you willing to commit to embracing, understanding, and enjoying yourself? Do you choose to self-reflect and self-connect to clarify your boundaries? Do you want the best for you? What are you willing to do for it? Imagine this. You take your time, your individual timeline. Life is the unknown. Go slow. Your pace. You are different. This is different. You cannot predict anything. It's not familiar. It's the healthiest, sexiest, most abundant life you have yet to know. You've been shown a glimpse, only a taste. You're invited to step in, step up, fall forward. Welcome to the unknown. There is more to that chapter, but I'll leave it as a surprise for you. Although I may or may not have previously read it in full in some other episodes. Who's to say? Not me. It's all interconnected. I love to share the book. Dig around Planit Butter, have some fun, stay a while, and then off you go to your world where you get to be certain in the uncertain, because you know you better than anything going on around you. And you know you can handle it. Whatever it is, wherever life takes you, whatever circumstances you're in, you've got you. What are you going to do about it? I am going to go enjoy. Well, I actually don't get to see sunset from here. I get to see sunrise. It's fucking awesome. Right there. So I'm just going to go enjoy life. See you next Thursday. If you have any questions about uncertainty, I would really love it, because then perhaps next week I can answer those questions. It'll be fun. See you Thursday. From my planet to yours.